Hey, listeners, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going way back to ancient China
Yeah.
to learn about a really fascinating and formidable figure named Chiyou.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because we actually have some source material for this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a text written in Chinese that tells the whole story of Chiyou. He was the leader of the Jiuli tribe.
Okay, the Jiuli tribe.
Yeah, so we're talking ancient China, multiple tribes, all
Yeah.
vying for power. And there was this legendary clash between Chiyou and another leader, the Yellow Emperor.
I see.
But, okay, so get this. Chiyou is described as having a bronze forehead,
Whoa!
iron horns, copper hands, and iron claws.
Wow.
I mean, can you even imagine
That's intense.
facing this warrior in battle?
That would be pretty scary.
Right. So it seems like the source material really leans into
Yeah.
the more fantastical side of Chiyou's story.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that it gives us a look into how he's been seen in Chinese culture for centuries.
For real.
Yeah.
So it's clear that they wanted to emphasize just how powerful and otherworldly he was.
Right.
But, there's actually a lot more to him than just this crazy physique.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He was also considered like a master of metal, a
Yes.
total pioneer of metallurgy.
So he's like a metal master.
Yeah. And in fact,
Mm-hmm.
the source material credits him with inventing a ridiculous amount of weapons.
What do you mean by ridiculous?
Like, get this,
I
81
one weapon.
different weapons.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 81. Can you imagine the innovation?
I can't even imagine.
Like, what kind of impact did all that have on warfare back then?
Well, I mean, I think it's fair to say it was a total game changer. Before Chiyou came along, warfare was a lot simpler,
Right.
But his inventions really revolutionized things. They'd be like going from, swords and spears to suddenly having cannons and muskets.
That's a really good analogy. So, yeah, Chiyou's mastery of metal definitely helped the Jiuli tribe rise to power, huh?
Absolutely. The source talks about how under Chiyou's leadership, they started expanding their territory, forming alliances with other tribes.
I see.
They became a major force.
Wow. But I guess all this power and innovation was bound to lead to some conflict, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's often how it goes, especially with another strong leader around.
You mean the Yellow Emperor.
Exactly. He's often credited with laying the foundation for Chinese civilization as we know it.
Right.
But the source makes it clear that he saw the Jiuli tribe's power as a threat.
Of course.
And, both these guys had huge ambitions, so naturally it led to a huge confrontation.
This is where we get to the legendary Battle of Zuolu, right?
That's right.
It's like straight out of a movie with huge armies and mythical elements.
It really does sound epic.
Okay, so what does the source say actually happened at this battle?
Well, it was definitely a clash of titans. The source describes Chiyou using his powers to summon thick fog and crazy storms.
What?
Yeah, like he's using the elements as weapons.
That's insane.
It was a way to confuse and disorient his enemies.
So smart.
But the Yellow Emperor, he was ready for this. He had this compass-like device, which was like super advanced technology for the time.
Wowie.
Oh, yeah. And he used it to see through the fog.
So he was prepared.
Yeah, he was able to keep his army on track.
That's pretty amazing.
It really is.
It's like ancient tech versus the raw power of nature.
Exactly. And that's not even all.
Wait, there's more?
Oh, yeah, the Yellow Emperor had another trick up his sleeve.
What else did he do?
He called upon a wind god for help.
A wind god.
Yep, Yinglong. He was like a powerful dragon-like deity.
Wow.
And with his help, the Yellow Emperor was able to clear away the fog and the storms that Chiyou had created.
So it really was like a battle of the gods.
It really was.
Yeah.
The source really emphasizes the mythical aspects of this battle. It's like they're showing us just how important this clash was and how they believed in the power of these supernatural beings.
Right. So in the end,
Yeah.
did Chiyou's metal mastery and his control over the elements actually win the day?
Unfortunately not. Even though he was strong and innovative, the Yellow Emperor, with the help of Yinglong, won the battle.
Wow. So what happened to Chiyou?
The source says he was captured and killed, and that was pretty much the end for the Jiuli tribe's dominance.
That's so sad. He was such a powerful and innovative leader.
I know, it's a tragic end.
But his story doesn't just end there, right?
Definitely not.
What does the source say about his legacy?
Well, it's complicated and super interesting. He's remembered as this fearsome god of war and a god of metalworking.
Still.
Yeah, even today there are temples dedicated to Chiyou.
Seriously?
Yeah, people still worship him for his strength and innovation and his connection to nature.
That's wild. So he's both this enemy of the Yellow Emperor and this revered figure.
Exactly. It really shows you how history isn't always black and white.
Right. Even those who lose battles can have a huge impact on culture and beliefs.
The source even mentions some folklore
Yeah.
that connects Chiyou to rain.
Rain.
Yeah, like he has some influence over agriculture and stuff.
That's crazy how one figure can be seen in all these different ways.
I know, right?
We started out just trying to learn about this guy. And now we're talking about technology and warfare and mythology. It makes you think about how history is told and who tells it, you know?
It really does. Imagine if we were looking at this battle from the Jiuli tribe's point of view.
Yeah.
They might have seen Chiyou as a hero, a defender of his people, a tragic figure who fell to a stronger force.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
The story could be totally different if history was written by the losers, not the winners. That's a powerful thought. The story of Chiyou just goes to show that there are always multiple sides to every story. We always have to look deeper and think about the different perspectives to really understand what happened in the past.
I couldn't agree more.